podcast.
I'm Mikey Dobbs.
And I'm Carmen Butler.
And this is
The ATL On Fire podcast show. Can I say something about Pineda?
Oh, yay.
Look, I do this, you do this as a hobby here in front of the cameras that we've set up here.
Here in the beautiful
But
Wild Heaven setting, I would have to
these-
say.
I mean, Wild Heaven Brewery is absolutely amazing right now. But have you seen some of these postseason conference things with Pineda?
Yes.
And what is it with him?
Well, I've read to you a number of the
Does
quotes.
why is it that when he gets interviewed right before, like, have you watched him? He like grabs a pen and he gets all nervous and he starts like writing off to the side. Have you noticed this thing?
I have not.
Watch it on YouTube. It is like a tick almost with this guy. He they're like about to ask him a question. He like gets a paper and he's like scribbling nonsense because there's nothing to write.
Uh-huh.
They're about to ask him a question.
Right.
And he's just got nervous energy that he's like doing doodles. And I'm like, to me, that is if any coach in England was doing what he's doing in terms of behaviors, he would get crucified.
If we could get into the press conference, maybe we could zoom in and see what the actually thing he's writing on the paper would be interesting.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. We wouldn't care if he doodles or not if he's winning.
Yeah, if he could coach, who the hell cares? I don't care if he's the most nervous guy in the whatever. And you would say, look, okay, if he's not good at public whatever, who the hell cares about that?
Keep it rolling.
1,000%.
If he's good with the team.
Yeah, so that is my issue right now is the record is bad. The nervous energy for me is coming off wrong as incompetence is the best way I can put it.
And excuses, excuse after excuse. He gets asked questions this preseason, right? They say, okay, tell me about how you think about this team. You know, what do you think is going to be good for the team? And he says, what I'd like to start with is all the injuries from last year. You're like, that is not what you were asked even about. No. Talk about like him being
his words in these interviews have, for me personally, eroded trust. Like even the Frank de Boer, he was never the right culture for Atlanta United. Heinze, the arrogance and firmness, right? Like not a good culture fit as well. But neither one of the de Boer or the Heinze thing was like, oh, this guy doesn't. I never was like, these guys don't understand the game in terms of how to coach it. And I'm getting a little of that vibe every time Pineda is in front of a microphone trying to at least articulate what's really happening. And it's just...
Those guys also were so confident to the point where it sometimes inhibited them, right? You know, you were like, maybe you could see that something wasn't working, but they're like, no, I know this is the best way to do it, right?
Right.
Yeah, where Pineda, this is his first head coaching job, and he's clearly nervous in the role.
You're right. He does seem very nervous. That's a great way to describe him.
Yeah,
whenever he's talking in front of a camera.
But it's second year. He got rid of the guys that, supposedly were undermining him, who had more credibility in the locker room than he did, right? Joseph Martinez, clearly, the team was listening to more than Pineda, right?
Yeah.
And that's a problem, right? Because you got to command the room, right? You got to command the team. And, I think that, but he won that war, right? The club supported him, and he won that war, right? So you would think that he would be more confident this year, like, okay, now I got my guys.
Right.